Hello, welcome to Performance Logic. Today what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at a runner and I'm going to pull through a little bit of their before and after video and then I'm going to nail in on the leg change that's created and the benefit for triathletes. And I pick triathletes particularly because the efficiency of movement is one of the things that we're looking for. So we've got the before, here's the after, and I'm going to go through them just focusing on the legs and just focusing on the changes that we can make that improve efficiency of movement, because that is absolutely key when we're looking at runners. So as we can see here, what we've got a runner who's quite bouncy, so there's a lot of up-down movements. We're landing out in front, so we can see that we're leaning forward so that heel strike is out in front of the body and creating an almost instantaneous knee collapse. The quads are driving the legs through to pull the foot out to land in front, and so we're getting the collapse. That's the bouncing that's created. So we're getting up-down movement that's being created. We're landing out in front of ourselves, so we're hitting the brakes. Now, if you're running a triathlon, efficiency of movement, having got off the bike, having done the swim, you want to be able to get a good leg cycle going. And there's a really good way of doing that through transition with heel flicks to open up the quads, activate the hamstrings and glutes, staying nice and tall. Really simple thing to do through transition before you go to the run phase to get you away from that crouched, curled position that you are on the bike. But as we can see, what we're getting here is somebody who's landing out in front of themselves on the heel. So let's have a look at the after video, and this is where there's a really great change in what we're trying to do. We've got the hamstrings and we've got the glutes working effectively to pull the foot underneath. So we're now not landing with the knee extended, we're landing with the knee slightly bent, and we've got the glutes and hamstrings pulling back. So as the foot's out in front, the heel and foot are being pulled back before they contact the ground. So we can get that movement where we get that hit the ground and bang off it, hit the ground, bang off again. We're not landing out in front of ourselves. We're pulling, we're activating our hamstrings and glutes to pull the foot through. So as we hit the ground, we're already driving backwards. We're driving ourselves forwards over the ground. We've got less bounce, less up and down movement, more energy driving us forwards. We've got less overstride because we're pulling the foot and it's landing underneath our hip rather than out in front of our body. Again, we're not putting the brakes on, accelerating again. So we've got more forward momentum. The beauty of this is that it's easier for you to run. It's more efficient for you to run this way. You will conserve energy. You will be able to run faster. When you're tired at the end of a triathlon, this is an absolute winner. I hope that helps, so you can see what we're talking about. Speak to you soon. Cheers.